Back on another episode of Seafood Diet. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. We got Jollibee on today's episode. We're doing a mukbang. I got a very special guest with me. Please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hi, how are you guys? I'm Neyssa.
And she's joined me today to try this food that's just opened up in Orlando. The line was kind of crazy. We were like in a Disney-style line, corralled around.
That's funny. I just seen this on the news.
Yeah.
And then you asked me to do it. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, so it opened on Wednesday. We're filming on a Sunday, just to put it in perspective for everybody. Have you ever heard... so besides that, have you ever heard about this?
No.
Are you excited?
I am.
You were asked, does it smell good in here?
It does smell really good.
So let's open up that side. And just look at this stuff. And I guess you can just take whatever you want. We'll just start getting into it. Yeah, let's open everything up. So first of all, we got fries here. The fries are a little bit steamed, so you want to try a fry? Let's see. First name the fries on cam. Let me do this. Hold up. Fries on cam.
I don't know.
But with their gravy. Try their gravy though, for sure. The gravy is
Didn't
crazy.
you say this is from like Cali or whatever?
Well, this is from the Philippines. But they have a few in Cali.
I think the gravy did it a little bit.
The gravy can be a little bit warmed up. Alright, so yeah.
I'm all right.
This is called so here's the chicken.
Oh, this is gravy too.
So they have spicy chicken, but I guess they didn't have the spicy chicken now, so it'll come soon. So there's that. Their
What
gravy
is
we
this?
just tried. So we can open a new one for you, but that's called the adobo rice. It's like pork
rice?
in here. You eat pork?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So
I mean, I'll try it.
it's really good though.
Okay, I'll try it. It's cool.
Really good
I
rice.
just don't eat too much pork.
We got steamed rice here, so we'll open that up.
The white one?
Yeah, and you can take whatever you want.
Are they all the same?
No, so this is the one that's mixed. That's adobo rice.
Okay.
And then here's just regular steamed rice. So yeah, we got one over there.
Oh, we got two.
Yeah, I bet. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want to try this one.
And then what else we got over here? I bought a chicken sandwich. We can cut that down. Try that. Peach mango pie. Do you like peach and mango?
I guess I'm trying everything because who cares if I don't like it?
These two things are crazy. So this is like beef steak. If you want.
Are those like patties?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want?
Different.
Let's both try one because I haven't had this in a minute.
Yeah, let me see.
So I'll cut it in half for us. And then here, so you like mushrooms?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give you some mushrooms. What do you presentation wise, what do you think about all this so far?
It's good. I like it. It's different.
So yeah, they got this. I don't know if you can see this over here.
You said a steak?
It's supposed to be like a hamburger, beef steak type.
That's what I was saying. It tastes like a burger.
You know what it reminds me of? Like, you ever ate like TV dinners when you were younger?
That's what it does. I was
steak?
gonna say something like that. I'm like, it does taste a little bit like that. The sauce.
So we got this. The gravy goes on everything, honestly. Like the gravy. Here's the big.
What is that?
Amazing. Like this is what we're here for right now. Besides the chicken, I want to put this in the camera real quick. Crazy. This is like the best thing. So Filipino spaghetti is different. You can tell there's hot dogs in there, like little hot dog pieces.
Okay.
There's their sauce is a little bit different. Here, use the same one.
Yeah, because I don't want to.
Yeah, their sauce is a little bit different. It's like a sweet, like tomato sauce.
Is it cheese on the top?
Yep.
Or?
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah, so this is essentially Jollibee. All this, like I said before, all this was like $150. This is the most expensive Jollibee location I've ever been to be real. To be real, yo. So I had this place.
Maybe because it's out here,
right?
And it's new, the hype, I guess.
Like one of the like it was a bucket, the spaghetti, and 3 of the things was like $32.
What?
Yeah. So that's where we're at. Oh, here we go. Do you like pineapple?
Mm-hmm.
So
the drink it's a pineapple drink. Okay, cool.
So when we get to that, we'll get to that. But
you want some of this too?
Yeah, please.
Dude, tú vas a comer? Are you gonna eat? I'm sorry. You know my Spanish self.
Yeah, me? Oh, of course. I'm going through the video. I want to show everything. That way, we can get into some conversations here.
This is so cute.
No, everything
I'm not gonna
here.
lie, this is cool. I like this. I want to fucking do a show like this.
Bro, here's a mukbang. This is what's called a mukbang.
This is hard.
We're gonna put up the mukbang definition. I believe it's from Vietnam. Mukbang. It sounds like stuff that they.
I don't know. When I seen the one that that one guy was doing that you sent me, I was like, oh, that's pretty different.
And they were eating Buffalo Wild Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was a really good example. I was like, this is perfect.
I was hungry.
All right, let's see what you think about the.
Let me see. Hold on. First of all, let me try this because I'm thirsty.
Oh. You know what's crazy?
Cheers.
I like shout out Rich Stoll for letting us do this.
No, it's good.
Letting me do this at his place. I appreciate it. I'm not a big pineapple guy. Like I like pineapple like with ham and like during the holidays and stuff. That pineapple drink was amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
So I wanted to ask you, now that we've kind of like went into this, we had stopped talking because you were mentioning people like that we know in common, and you came up with Kendall. So this kind of connected because he. So I remember you had hit me up after the, little Halloween thing that I did.
Yeah, I was like, dang, why didn't I get an invite?
Right,
the heck,
right.
I felt some type of way.
Right. So and I was like, oh wow, like I really didn't even know like. You never know who's really like seeing like what you're putting up, right? I mean, and like we're adults, so like we're not like talking every day and stuff like that, right?
Well, you don't keep up kind of like with your viewers. I don't.
Right.
I sure don't.
Right. So
sometimes people talk about like stuff that I'm doing when I see them finally like wherever I'm at, and then I'm like, oh snap, you follow me?
Right.
I didn't like. It's not to be like bougie or anything like that because I'm not. I'm very humble.
Right.
I've always been, or at least I feel like I am.
Yeah.
But I don't keep up with that because I have a lot going on,
Mm-hmm.
I work a lot, I have my kids, so.
When I think about that, I think about, damn, this is like ideally what I think everybody else is doing too.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, if I barely have enough time to enjoy myself, like I can't be mad at somebody else who I have to like put myself in their shoes type of thing.
And everybody's different. Everybody's lifestyle is different.
Right.
I mean, imagine I got kids.
Right.
You guys don't, but
Yeah.
one day you will. And then you'll notice the difference. It's a lot more when you have kids, But
Yeah. Do you think that what do you think about in doing the profession that you mainly do, right? Would you say that's your main bread and butter?
For right now, yes. So I am a bartender. A lot of people know, some don't. I've bartended at the clubs, strip clubs, for about 5 years now, ever since my baby daddy passed away.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. The money is good, but I look at it like this, like, it's like a drug dealer.
Why?
Okay, I'm gonna say like the money comes fast. So it's like the girls, the adrenaline from the money, like it feels good, like you're getting constant money. So then you create this mentality where it's like, oh, it's okay, I can spend this because I'm gonna get it back. I've made a lot of money. Like,
let me ask you that question that they had, a famous question. Would you rather someone who, in the question they were asking a girl, like, oh, would you rather a guy who, makes $200,000 a year but works a 9 to 5, or, does, activities and can spend it whenever, doesn't have to wait till Friday? What do you think? But put yourself in that, and now that you're kind of like that person where you're getting this fast money and like, you could be down 500 and you make it back tomorrow type shit, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case is.
Yeah, that's how it is.
How do you think? Yeah.
Me personally, I've come across a lot of funny people.
In what sense?
So with the guys, not all money is good money.
Yeah.
So yeah, these guys will look like they got money, but they really don't.
Right.
So they'll look. I would much rather somebody who does not go to the strip clubs.
Okay.
Go to strip clubs, goes out,
like
just anything. Why? It's nothing wrong with being a drug dealer,
right,
or like an entrepreneur, pretty much, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But a lot of these people out here are not really doing it like that.
Right.
So you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like even me. like
in the streets, but like getting by.
Just the industry, period.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the nightlife, you would think that because it looks good on Instagram.
Right.
Dude, that's not what it is.
And some people.
So me personally, I think that's why I've been single for so long. Because, baby, they're messy. It's just messy. It's messy.
But you said eventually you want to get out of that.
So, yeah. So the goal this year, I've been doing it for a long time. And it was for me to obviously be at a better place. But I kept having that mentality like, oh, it's okay. I can make it back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which I can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I spend it today, it may not be tomorrow, but in 2 days or 3, I'm back up and I'm back coming up. You know, in the industry that I work for, a lot of guys will come and they'll buy you stuff. You know, like I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where they want to buy you, whatever.
Right.
But
is it for obviously it's for like for them? What do you think it is for them? What do you think?
Some come with intentions and some don't. There's people that genuinely like they'll just vibe with you. Like me, I know a lot of people, and I don't know what it is. I guess as much as I can't stand people sometimes, like I'm a people person. Right. Like you guys know, like I can sit there and have a conversation with you guys and I'm not dumb.
You're approachable.
Yes. Yeah. Yes and no. Because I have like this bitch face and everybody always gets scared of me. Like Kendall, freaking Lewis, everybody from high school always said that they were scared of me. And I'm like, what the?
You know what it is? You know what it is?
I think it's because I'm very like.
And I'm going to say this as a compliment.
Strong.
You are, yes. That is it right there. You have this like certain
strong personality
vibe, and even even like to like go into like a physical aspect, right? Like you kind of have like the Wonder Woman build. You know what I mean? Like you're not like you out here like Gal Gadot. You know what I mean? It's not.
I don't take people's shit. That's what it is.
Right. So that mixed with it's a combination for RBF.
I get that a lot, and I do. Right. I do. I'm not afraid to say it. It is what it is. I don't really care.
Do you think that people who have, and like you said, you're not like that at all. Like
it's just people. Look, and that's one of the things that's funny that we're even talking about that.
Do you think that it affects you getting opportunities or anything like that?
So that's funny because like even at work, like every place that I've worked at, there's always somebody that has an issue with me, and I'm just like, what the. Started to think, damn, I'm probably the fucking problem. Right. But it's not. It's just like I can't control how people fuck with me. Right. I can't control that. Just because they fuck me a certain way and with you another way, like I don't have control over somebody else.
You know what I say?
It's fucking weird.
Look within.
Yeah, like it's so weird.
You tell people to look within. Like something's obviously happening with you.
It's weird.
You're projecting it on me, and it's like there's just no reason for that.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm going through that right now. That's funny.
And at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I ain't got shit for you to hate on, homie. Like I'm going.
You're doing, and half of these people are doing way better than me. So I'm just like, make it make sense. Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter.
That's a thing that a lot of people go through. Also, this like like I've seen someone talking about Elon Musk. They're like, yo, imagine you're a billionaire, but you still make dick jokes on Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want that.
He made dick jokes on Twitter?
But, like that type of stuff. Like, he just,
wait, what?
Funny, like, nonsense humor, like, talking about stupid shit or doing stupid things. And it's like, imagine you have all this money, but you still want to be loved by people so much. So, like, some people are envious of that. And then some people really run and, like, try to chase that. You know what I mean?
It's just, like, it's like clout stuff. But social media has made it very easy for people to just feel whatever way. I don't know. Like me, even at work, like I get it. You know, like I work in a spot where it's like you gotta create this fantasy for people. You know, whatever. And I tell them straight up, I'm like, listen, I live in the real world. Right. Like I'm here because I need money. So what's up? You got some money for me? Not like that, but you know.
What is the difference between what you're doing and what the dancers are doing?
There's really not too much of a difference. I mean, they obviously are way less stressed than I am, and they dance for customers. I serve drinks or I make them because I'm serving and bartending. Okay. But I don't see a difference because we all kind of dress the same sometimes. Right. So it's like
because
if there's a guy that wants a dance from a server or bartender, I don't care what anybody says.
Right.
That girl's gonna do it because she's gonna make that money.
Okay.
Like if let's say you
Has
come
that happened
in.
to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
The heck?
What did you think
I had
about
a guy
the first time
listen.
that happened?
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve. Yeah,
Wow,
this year.
Merry
I worked
Christmas.
Christmas Eve. No. This is what that's what they told me. No. Check this out. No, for real. So Christmas Eve, I wasn't expecting to bartend. I ended up bartending. This white guy comes in. He's like, I was ignoring him at first a little bit. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Long story short, he's like, oh, let me get $1,000 out. So he used this card, whatever. Took it out. Cool. He's sitting at the bar and
$1,000 about to put that thing up and reverse it.
No. Look, he puts it down at the bar.
Uh-huh.
And then my other customer, he's sitting there. He's an older white guy, whatever, and he's watching everything. Mm-hmm. So he's like the one that got the $1,000. He just fucking brushes the fucking. Imagine like okay, the pies are the thing. He's kind of like plotita, right? He throws it like
the
that.
other guy's money.
No, his money. So
okay.
the guy got the 1,000, right?
Okay.
He sat down.
Okay.
He was lit. He kind of like brushed it off, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, "You don't want your money?" And he was like, "No, you can have that." I looked at the bar back. I was like, "Pick it up, put it in the bag. Let's go." The dancers were fucking pissed. Cause now it's like, the fuck? Like, you know? It happens, but I mean, he told me I could have it, so it was mine. So then my other customer, older white guy, he's like, "Merry fucking Christmas, bitch." And I was like, yo, that's
is this normal for like this sort of situation to be in?
I mean, it happens.
Like, do all strip clubs have, or like whatever gentlemen's club have, like sexy bartenders as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's always the servers and the bartenders that they want. I guess it's because it's the thrill of knowing that they're not dancing. So to them, it's like, okay, well, she's doing it, but she's not really like getting naked. She's not doing the most. And then, you know, they have really pretty servers, bartenders, and all the strip clubs like that I've worked for. At least, I mean, there's like a, you know, couple that might not be like all that, whatever. But for the most part, they're all very pretty. You know.
I think that adds on to it. I feel like even if this is my next question too, but just my last statement on this. I feel like even if, like you said, the thrill is kind of seeing like, oh, this girl is not necessarily stripping, but she's still like really appealing.
Yes.
Yeah. So and then she's like, you know, I'm sure you maybe don't go on a full conversation, but maybe have a word or two between like passing the drinks off.
Well, 9 out of 10 times you're going on a full conversation because I'm telling you, they want to sit down and talk to you, and they're like, "Oh, I know I'm here for them, but you're so pretty," and you know, you hear it all. Like it's
another 20. Come on.
And then everybody, you know, I worked that day, so if I work day shifts are like at 1. So everybody's like, "What the fuck is people doing there at fucking 1 on Christmas Eve or Christmas?"
What's the
Day?
difference between the night shift and the day shift? In the people.
Daytime, you get kind of like the guys that are like businessmen and stuff like that. Whatever. I mean, both you do, but
because they're working during the day. Yeah.
You get like construction workers. You get the Mexicans. You know, the guys that drink beer.
Yeah.
Whatever, or like people that just kind of want to hang out for a little bit.
What is your ideal customer or client? Like, what's your ideal customer like that makes your job the easiest and the best?
I mean, obviously, it's gonna be
a lot of money.
The scammers.
Okay.
The
Okay. But I'm saying like
anybody that's in the street is just gonna blow it just to blow it.
Right.
And then, but the best ones are actually the ones that are businessmen and the older white guys.
Okay.
Because they're just sitting there. They want attention. You give it to them, and sometimes you can like out of nowhere you don't expect it. It's okay. So usually the guys that look like they got it and got jewelry and just look like, oh, they're wearing all this Gucci and it might be fake 9 out of 10 times. Like, you know, it's really not always real. Those don't really like to spend it because they want a piece of ass.
Yeah.
But
there's I'm sorry, finish your sentence.
But the other ones, it's like you would think like, and then even some guys that look like you're kind of like you got a second. Like, those the ones that look like they don't got it. You go talk to them and you could really hit.
Right. I think it's just the good part about it is like everybody. I hate when people have like a stereotype for stuff like that because it's like you
never know.
When people have a stereotype for the clients and the workers, right? for the whole industry. You're talking about consenting adults all the way around. Everybody in that room wants to be there or chose to be there, or in some sense, like they have a free will to be there, right? It's not like nobody's there because it's like I don't know how to explain it, but you get what I'm saying?
I do, but I mean, people go just to go sometimes too.
Right,
like,
right.
It's kind of like a thing, okay, for
but
men.
But there's also regulars.
I feel like for men, there's always gonna be regulars.
Right.
There's men that come out that they're having a rough day,
right.
whatever, or they're having a crazy wife or girlfriend,
right.
whatever, that's driving them insane, and they just want to get out and have some time for them and look at something pretty. Mm-hmm. Because 9 out of 10 times what's at home is just fucking nagging. Right. So, it's the truth. I mean, you're just going and having fun. Some of them, I don't know.
Right. You're not the first woman I've had that's in this industry. I don't know if you know Kat. Mm-hmm. So she was like on my third episode ever. And she's like a really other people who watch my shit have watched her episode, and it shows like on the views and shit. So it's crazy. She has a really good following, and she kind of gave us like a really good background of this. So I wanted to lead into two things. Finish what your worst or your regrettable purchase was. Most regrettable purchase.
I don't think I bought anything that I've never wanted.
Oh, yeah?
Or that I can regret or whatever. Because anything that I buy, to be honest with you, like with my money, back in the day when I wasn't working in this, and I was working 9 to 5s, and I was probably working 2, 3, 4 jobs at once.
Yeah.
Then I was buying stupid shit, just like shoes and purses and stuff, whatever. Now it's kind of like everything goes to bills or the kids or
right.
trips or and me, I'm big on going on trips by myself. Nobody ever believes me.
Where you been?
But I always go by myself. So I haven't been to a lot of places that work a lot. But I went to Philly by myself, literally. I don't even know about Philly one day. I just decided, I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna go. I went, I enjoyed myself. I actually went to Puerto Rico in April.
Was that your first time?
Since I was 4.
Wow, okay.
Dude, I had the best time of my fucking life. And I was by myself. But nobody ever fucking believes me.
Why?
I always go by myself.
Why don't people believe you?
I guess because, pretty girl.
Right. What do you do by yourself?
I'm not gonna lie,
I go everywhere.
I never believe a girl goes somewhere by herself like that.
What does a girl do by herself?
So, in PR? What do you mean? There's a lot of things to do. So, obviously, when I went over there, I didn't know some of my friends from out here were out there. So, I linked with them. So, the only thing I did was I purchased the ticket. And when I got there, I bought the rental. And I was like, you know what? That looks good.
This is a chicken sandwich.
That does look good.
Which one do you want?
It don't matter.
Okay.
So, anyways, I purchased it. I got a rental, and I didn't even know where I was staying, but I knew I have family. Mm-hmm. Long story short, I went and I went all around. I went to San Juan. I went into the castle by myself. I was just...
That sounds fun. I've never been.
I went through the rocks. I literally was walking around, just doing shit.
Yeah.
I was so burnt.
You see the waterfall and stuff?
Everything.
Yeah.
I literally went everywhere. I drove to Rincon.
Yeah.
I drove to... Where did I go? So my friends... I met up with girls, some dancers.
I was going to say that. Do you feel that on the times where you were by yourself, was it safe to be a girl out traveling?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like you enjoy yourself way more. Because when you're with somebody, you have to be on their time too, and then it's
I hate that.
And then it's one of those things where it's okay, well, if this person doesn't want to do this, then I can't fucking do it too.
Now you have to have that inner battle with yourself.
Yeah.
Do I just go and do it, or do I compromise what I really want to do?
I'm not gonna lie, going with people sometimes it's fun.
If everybody's on the same page.
Exactly.
Right.
So
a lot of pre-planning involved.
I love Cali. I love going to Cali. I
on.
just hate the fucking...
Same. The flight.
Yeah.
Same. I already knew it. She didn't even finish it. I said same.
I get over there and my ears hurt so bad.
I got one coming up in 3-4 weeks. Then I'm going back out there for a couple weeks. And,
nice.
I'm not ready for that. All the flights I was looking at, I'm I have to at least get the best flight that obviously I can afford. So
just comfortable.
So I got Delta. Delta was the best one.
I love flying with Delta.
Yeah.
Though, I'm not gonna lie.
And it's straight, straight there, no stopping here.
I never stop. Going to Cali? Hell no. I did it one time.
Where did you stop at?
Oh my God, where was
Vegas?
it? Texas? No, it was
Dallas. Yeah.
No. Oh my God, where was it? It was It was. Oh shoot, that's not it. It was a spot. I forget the name of it. Oh my God, I think I might have it on my phone. I don't remember, but I know that they have like these baths or whatever that like it's. I've never heard of that. Lake City, I think it was.
Salt Lake City?
Yeah.
Wow, they took you all the way up to Utah to come back down?
Yes.
I'm tight.
I was so freaking mad.
Let's try this chicken sandwich.
But
Let's talk about how mad you were. This chicken sandwich.
It's good.
Is it off camera where you got Richie?
Yeah, and it's fine.
Yeah, let's try this. It looks really good. Mmm. Wow.
Yeah, it's good. But you know what's weird? I kind of want to go to Salt Lake City.
No, that's nice over there.
I want to go. You should go for a baseball.
I used to sell it. I used to sell it packaging there. That's a study and everything.
But no, look, they had like this thing that I looked up on because I'll go to TikTok. Like when I go to places, I go to TikTok and I find like stuff to do because you know everybody always does their little TikToks and stuff. So it's the same thing with like the first time I went to Detroit, I looked up like what's good places to eat and stuff. I love Detroit. Oh my God, I love Detroit. But anyways,
What about it?
Detroit is just so amazing.
What's
like
the food out there? I don't really know.
It's kind of like
Detroit style pizza, but other than that,
I'm not gonna lie. Like to me, it was kind of like I was on the Arab side because you know they have the Arab side and then the black whatever.
What?
Yeah, I was in the Arab side. Amazing. I love Turkish food, Mediterranean food. I love that's one of my favorites.
A good
like I love
gyro?
Mexican and Mediterranean food are my favorite.
Give me 1, 2, 3.
What?
Top favorite food, second, third.
Mexican. I love Mexican tacos and stuff like that.
So
Mexicans
first?
would be one. Mediterranean would be.
Mediterranean.
And
What do you
then,
specifically like? What dishes from Mediterranean?
I love hummus. I like they have this I don't know, they have like this big platter where they get,
like
there's
the
like a
grilled
bunch of meats. Like I'm talking about they have ribs and beef and
they
chicken
make that one
and they
kebab like on the
oh my
on the
God,
stick?
yes.
Yeah.
All of it. Just all of it. I love it.
I used to.
And the olives, they'll have the olives and they'll give you I know this place in Cali.
What's it called?
I don't know the name.
Spitz?
I don't think so.
There's one that's called Spitz.
I know the owner or whatever. So if anything, when I find out the name, I'll send it to you.
I'm doing like more. I don't know if you've seen. So I do like a podcast, but I also do like a food show now. I mean, this is the most formal idea of the food show that I had. Do a mukbang where we're actually talking. Okay. I mean, you're an amazing guest for it. So I'm like, damn, we're gonna get a good conversation out of it. And who doesn't want to see a pretty girl eating chicken? You know what I mean? It's not like we like got drinking champagne and eating steak. Like, yo, is this something that's like real? You know what I mean? It's real for anybody who's watching. You had made a gesture where you put your hands over yourself earlier.
Oh, because I have the palace shirt on.
And I was gonna ask you, there's a big like conversation of girls like BBL versus natural or like surgery versus natural. Where do you fit in there, and what is your input on this?
I'm natural.
Okay.
Have I thought about getting surgery? Yes.
Okay. Do you want to say like what you thought about? Like what?
Yeah, I was gonna get a BBL.
Okay. And what exactly is that? It's a Brazilian butt lift, but like what exactly are they doing?
So I was gonna do basically lipo, which is take the fat from my stomach and add it to my butt, just a little bit. But nobody wants me to do it.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess everybody, and I'm not doing it for everybody else. If I do it, it's for me. I know I've lost some weight. And I'm still going.
Right.
So if I go to the gym, once I go to the gym a little bit more, I feel like I'll be a lot better. And I'll get over the whole
wanting to
get surgery.
And what do you think about like just the?
There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like as a woman, if that's how I'm not against it.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Right.
There's nothing wrong. Like, just make sure that you know what you're doing. Make sure that you're healthy because before you go, like, some of these doctors don't tell me, that you actually want it. I know girls that have gotten it, right? And then became depressed afterwards, after getting it. Like, they fell into a very big depression because and now they're regretting it and stuff, you know, whatever. It didn't come out the way you wanted it to come out.
Right.
Everybody's body is different.
You know what my favorite videos though are? Just watching the girls on the planes coming back from whatever country, DR, whatever.
You're so funny.
Sitting like facing the other way.
Because you can't sit on your butt.
Yeah,
like,
you can't.
So you can't sit on your butt, and then like you have to get the massages, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like if you can't afford the aftercare, because the aftercare is very expensive too. Like you know, the massages, just it's a lot of stuff. It goes
People
into a
don't
lot.
know that. People say, "Oh, $10,000."
Yeah, you get that, but then you have to take care of yourself. The drainage, you know, it's expensive and it hurts. It's a lot more painful than the actual thing. Or so I've heard, you know, because I don't have it.
I have a few friends, quite a bit actually, and so I have one friend that she came back from DR, and she got, I believe it's DR. So if she's watching this, wherever, don't be mad at me, but I think it was DR, and she, like, right before the day I saw her, she's like coming through the smoke because she was like really in pain. She don't even smoke like that, so I knew she was like in pain. Like, I bet I got you, like, go smoke joints, was clean and stuff like that. Anyway, so she comes over and she's like, "Hey, yesterday I was smoking a bong and I coughed so hard off of the bong hit that one of the stitches under my boob busted."
What
like,
the?
wow. So yeah. When she went, I think that she went to do one thing and it ended up the doctor was like, "Hey, like, just saying."
Yeah, they do that. They can do that.
And then
you just gotta be careful, man. Just not every doctor is good, and then like just because one person.
Really good, for the record, it came out really good. She looks great. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure it's worth it to her. I'm sure she loves it, but
I feel like, okay, as a woman, if you feel like you want to get it done, do it for you. Don't do it for nobody else. No, don't do it because you want to fit in. No, because a lot of women nowadays are just lacking self-love.
Right.
You know, like, and I had to learn that. Like, I really started working out and, like, started, like, fasting and just trying to change my mentality because working in the industry that I work for, you see a lot of beautiful women and you see people that are either done up or not. And then you start questioning yourself and then you're like, damn, should I do this? Should I do that? Like, you know, whatever. Every man has a type.
Right.
And not every man has the same type. That's why different men are with different women.
Right.
You know? Mm-hmm. So just because he doesn't like you doesn't mean that somebody else is going to like you. Just say when you choose a man, you don't like them big, but the other girl does. You know, like things like that, whatever.
Right.
Everybody has a preference. Like, it is what it is. That's why, like, for example, the club I work for, there's a variety of everything.
Yeah.
Or any club that I pretty much have worked for.
Yeah, there's something for everyone.
But do I want to go get snatched up? Hell the fuck yeah. And will the fuck I look good? Yeah, the fuck I would.
If it was like someone said, "Here's 10 racks," like.
So I had a guy that was gonna pay for it last year. I set it up and I never went.
How
I got
much
scared.
is like a BBL? It's like about 10, right? If you go to.
I mean, if you go to somebody good, yeah. I mean,
it might
somebody.
be more.
Yeah.
I feel,
if you're gonna get a good job in America, yeah, out here it's gonna be a lot more. When I was gonna go, it was gonna be like 8, anywhere from 8 to 9, but then it adds up. That's just not, you know, you gotta remember the flight, the care, the
surgery is the first cost.
Mm-hmm.
The cost is after like 6 months.
Yeah, it's crazy.
More or less.
And then you gotta keep up with those massages, because if you don't keep up with the massages, then your stomach looks disgusting. Like
lumpy butt, like
it's gross. Like it's gross. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking gross.
So
and then the infection, if you get infected, oh my.
Yeah,
listen.
I've seen a drainage tube before.
It's
bad.
Is that why you didn't go?
Sucks. So I got scared. No, funny story. So I had got a reading. I've never gotten one. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna get a reading. When I got the reading, the guy brought it up. Mind you, I didn't speak to anybody about it. And I'm like, how the hell would he have known that? It came up in the reading that, I was getting surgery. And he was like, you can't do it. So when he said that to me, I kind of got even more scared. And I was like, oh, no. I'm not.
What was it? Do you remember what they said?
No, he just was like, I see here that you're going to get surgery soon. And I was like, I turned pale almost. I was like, what the hell? So then, it was.
How the hell did you know that?
Yeah, it creeped me out. To be honest, it creeped me out a lot. And I didn't want to do it no more.
Right.
I mean, if I do it, baby.
What is...
I'm snapping. I swear to God, I'm coming for it. What?
I got a few more questions here. And
20,000
followers. So you mentioned, like, you know, the end goal of for you is not to be bartending. You have a business goals in your mind that you want to attain. what is like your biggest dream job, or what is the business that you want to open up? If you had endless resources, you could just do whatever you wanted tomorrow. Open that store. You know what I mean?
So I go to school
or whatever.
I go to school for skin.
Okay.
To be an esthetician.
Uh-huh.
But I did full specialist so that I'm able to do nails, lashes, eyebrow tinting, all of that.
Can we put a clip here of me not knowing what full specialist was when Kat talked about it? Remember I was talking about it? Like, yeah, there's a whole clip on our episode. And I even put, like, the way I put it on the ad, like, a promo of me, her coming on the show was even weird, and she wrote me about it, so it was hilarious, but now I know what it is.
Wait, so she does that too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's dope.
She actually, I think at the time, she started when she did the pod, and then she's since graduated.
Yeah,
like
so I haven't finished because I stopped. Obviously, I work a lot.
Right.
Like, I work crazy hours. There's times where the other day, I would literally work daytime till 8. Then I got off. I went to Lava because I was working at a hookah lounge. From there, I left to the after hour. And I was working after hours, and I stopped recently. But then I was hanging out there, and he was like, oh, come and work. And I was like, fuck it, I'll work. So I didn't get home till like 6 in the morning to wake the kids up at 7 to take them to school.
And start the day all over again.
And start my day all over again. Damn. So I probably took like a 30-minute nap, and then I went back to work at 2. I was like, what the fuck? The next day, bro, I was like, don't talk to me. Leave me alone.
This is a really good example for the people who talk shit about like that type of industry and this type of work. Like,
yeah.
Like what you just explained was, I did what I had to do. I worked, and then I got to work at 6, and I was taking my kids to work at 7. You know what I mean?
Just because we work that industry, or like, even the dancers, like, not to say that, a lot of people have this look at the dancers, and it's like they're doing what they have to do, in order to pay their bills or whatever. I mean, some of them obviously do it for whatever stupid reasons.
Right.
Some of them are trying to pay off student loans. Some of them, I respect their hustle no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to respect it, but at the same time, you, as a woman, you have to know your worth in that industry and don't get lost. It's very easy to get lost. Like, anybody can come in and sell you a dream.
Yeah, you're right. So your dream business and your dream job.
So I want to open up a
salon,
a big. It's gonna be big. I don't want to speak too much on it because you know what they say. Like,
throw it out there,
when you throw it out, like, you could get evil eye and stuff like that. But I have such a good idea set up. Like, I'm talking about, like, it's just everything literally in one, and then like it's gonna be beneficial. It's gonna be good for moms too, because I'm a mom. So like, whenever I think of any ideas, I always think about moms because it's hard. Like, think about it. Like, there's times where I want to go get my nails done and I can't because my kid, or things like that. So I
see where you're going with this.
Yeah. So I always put the kids and stuff like that. Like, I'm really big on my kids.
Right.
Those of you that know me, I have 2 little ones. I have a little boy and a little girl.
Right.
Janelle is 7 and Jeff is 6. And they're very smart kids.
Right.
Like, I'm talking about, like, my kids are so smart. And
Trust,
sometimes I'm very...
I know, that's like a...
Yeah, and he's so big, yeah.
Yo, super smart about everything.
Yeah.
I was, like, not this smart at your age, kid.
No, dude, I'm talking about, like, my daughter right now. I think she's... they were looking to put her into gifted and everything. It's dope.
That literally just happened,
amazing.
like, this week.
It's so amazing. It's a blessing. And, yeah, like, I get it, I don't have the ideal business job or whatever, but... This year, I told myself, I was like, I'm done.
Right.
Like, this is going to be the year that I start a couple of businesses. I also have another business that I want to start. I want to start a cleaning business for my mom so she can, just take off with it.
Right.
And then I will. There we go.
I
will
do
have
a
it.
lot of, like,
I have potential, but I didn't see it in myself. And a lot of the people that I was surrounding myself with weren't the right people. So it took a lot. Like, I literally... mentally, physically, just emotionally, like, I had a breakdown, and I was like, what the hell am I doing?
Right.
Like, I just got tired of all my friends. Like, a lot of people from high school would be like, what are you doing? Like, why are you working in that industry? Like, that's not, like, they used to be like, bro, like, this is not you. And it was so weird.
You don't have to be here.
No, not like that. Like basically, no, not like that. Like, so they were saying it in a sense where it's like, yo, you have so much potential, and you don't even see it in yourself. And then, like, it's been 5 years, and I'm like, damn, they're right.
Yeah.
So, like, I was talking earlier. Me and Louis kind of, like, got into it.
What's like the negative, like for you personally, outside of someone else's opinion of what you do, right? Then that's being like what's kind of like making you maybe feel a certain way. But what is like
change is scary.
True, I say this too. Change is scary, but as good as change can be, and like change is scary, like sometimes like we gotta take that jump.
No, yeah. So I think that's what I'm afraid of. And I was watching this thing, you know, and you have to walk with a leap of faith. Is that how they say it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Take a leap of faith.
Take a leap of faith or something.
Walk with. I think you mix two together. There's something.
Yeah.
Walk with something.
It's something. Yeah. Whatever. Anyways, whatever that. So I just feel like you have to have faith. If you don't have faith in something, then obviously,
right.
You just gotta. It's hard. Mm-hmm. And when I say it's hard, like, look, I was just saying how I was working nonstop, whatever, blah, blah. And it's like, I get tired. Mm-hmm. I'm fucking human.
Right.
But I also got to think, so my trainer, he was like, Neyssa, you're bugging. He was like, you're tripping. Like, you are a great mom, but now you have to think, like, what you're doing, is it going to help you for a better future for your kids? Mm-hmm. So that should be your intentions. And it was like, I'm being very selfish because, yeah, I'm making all this money and I'm okay, but I shouldn't be okay with where I'm at.
Right. You always want to grow.
And I should be doing things to better my situation. Right. But my thing is, I always worry about helping others and not putting myself first. So that's where I'm at right now.
I've loved to learn myself. You know, I had left LA. I came back to kind of 5-6 months into the pandemic and came back to Orlando. I've been here since, so going on 2 years now. But you know, while I was in LA and like in my situation with my ex and stuff like that, I wasn't myself. I always say, imagine if I did.
Which is not happy.
5 years earlier, if I would have started doing this, oh my God, where I would be now, 5 years into it. So I always think about that now, okay, I took that leap of faith. The change was really scary, but I did go through it. And, you know, some of the stuff that maybe, you know, who would have known? Maybe the podcast could have failed. Maybe the food thing could have failed. Maybe nobody would have watched it. You know what I mean? Maybe 1 million people watch it. So it's just all about taking that first step. And I always say, you doing that is more than anybody who's just sitting on the couch, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who are really content with, and we know a lot of them, right? A lot of people who've been doing the same thing for the last 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. Chilling, smoking on the weekend.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Going downtown every weekend. But nothing else is changing for their life. It's just kind of getting by, like we were talking about earlier. And I'm just not okay with that. Me personally, I'm not comfortable with just getting by.
It's it's not just, what was it? My trainer just said it. It's you're living, oh my God, I forgot what it was.
Living to work.
No, living kind of day by day, but you're like a zombie type. You're I forget how you say it.
Autonomously.
It was weird, but you know, he's very successful.
It's called.
My trainer, he's very successful. He's, you know, he's good or whatever in life, and I literally had to have him sit and tell me, cause he literally was you're a relapse. He was you've been fucking working out, and it's you stop. You don't want, you just get to a point where then you stop, and it's you have a goal or not. Start writing stuff down. I don't remember the last time I wrote something. And it's scary because when I got into the industry, I was writing stuff down. I used to write my goals down and everything. You know, I told myself, before my baby daddy passed, when my baby dad passed away, I was living next door to my mom. I lost it once he died. I lost a lot of stuff. You know, I kind of almost lost myself. I wasn't happy. I was, you know, and I went into that industry thinking that I was going to be even happier, but I started drinking and hanging out, and look at where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And it's I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've actually, it's helped me grow as a person, but at the same time, I feel there's a lot of things that I could have done differently, and I chose not to. Yeah. But there's always space for growth, and I know for a fact that this year I'm going to get to where I want to be.
I feel all the time it's super cheesy when people say, oh, 2022, 2023 is my year.
That's why I don't use it like that. But I have a good feeling that this year, I don't know what it is, but I told myself, I was I don't want to be 30 talking about, pull up to the dirty 30. That's fucking ghetto.
Not to say that there's...
No offense to everybody, because there's nothing wrong with it, but for me, I don't see it for myself. You know what I'm saying? I have
higher
expectations for
yourself.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's no way that my kids are getting older. Like, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with it because it's a good way to get yourself to.
I want to ask you just a few more quick questions, and we'll wrap this thing up. Some fun stuff. Have you heard that song that just came out with that Miley Cyrus did about like her ex and stuff like that?
I heard it, but I didn't really pay too much.
Okay, so I figured I'd ask you about that, so we'll cut that out. What do you think about Ice Spice?
She's
very
okay.
like a sexy, like has her ass out, does this and that. Like her whole image is kind of like being like that bitch, being sexy and stuff like that.
She's okay, but I'm not too much into.
As a fellow attractive woman, what do you think about Ice Spice?
I feel like she was one of those people that like did one song and it was a one hit.
She's kind of blowing up though.
Maybe because she's looking a little bit different now.
So she has a few songs, and it's crazy because I know them, but like they play them like on TikTok. So they're getting popular.
Well, to me, those girls are more like TikTok-y famous. If that makes sense. Like kind of like
15-second song.
Yeah, like kind of like how do I say this? Yeah, they're TikTok famous. To me, it's too social media.
So in your car, you bumping Ice Spice?
Negative.
Okay. What do you you picked up a drum, the chicken.
It was good.
Drums or flats when you get wings?
I do flats.
Flats? Why?
I don't know.
It's always like a thing. Like I don't know. Me personally, whatever.
I don't care, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My chicken, like that. There's a food truck in front of Palace. And I always order chicken wings from him.
Really
and he
good?
puts both. They're fire.
Right.
They're like.
I feel like a drumstick is just more easier, but I do know like the trick to pull the bones out and get the one bite out the flat too. But I just like if I really had to say like play devil's advocate, not be.
Dude, I make this guy fry it until it's fucking burnt.
Extra hot.
I like
extra
it
wet.
extra. I want it like Captain Crunch. Like
Right.
I don't wanna.
That's.
I'm telling you.
Speaking about captains, there was a captain that went on stage with one of the biggest artists in the world last night, Drake. Did you see any of those clips that were online today?
I didn't.
So do you know the Apollo?
But I didn't watch it.
So, well, not the show, the Apollo, but the Apollo that's the theater also. The show's there, yeah. So Drake brought out people to do Dipset.
I seen the little clip and I was like,
that
he was
crazy.
dressed with the pink or whatever.
And he even said on the video, he was just like, I didn't go out and buy a new jacket. Like, this is Cameron's actual one.
For real?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
That's dope.
And I seen someone in the comments, because Drake is like a little bit older than us, but like a lot of the stuff that we're into, we like, a lot of the stuff that he's like into in his era is like stuff that we grew up with too. Like,
well, I mean, we grew up listening to him. Like when Drake, everybody was Draking back in the day.
Yeah, that's
For
true.
sure.
I remember the first day I heard Drake. Someone was like, "Oh, Lil Wayne and his new artist Drake." I was like, "Drake." Like,
yeah, I remember that.
But then I heard it was that
it was
Ransom
catchy.
song. Yeah,
everything was so catchy. Everything he's ever, every single one of his albums. I feel like all of his albums have been good. It was one that I didn't really like too much of it.
Oh,
but it was
I didn't like the little dance beat one. Like,
yeah,
I didn't like
that
one.
But overall, I love Drake. But I kind of like Kevin Gates.
Oh, let's ask you. We'll ask you this last question. We'll wrap it up here. What are your like either personal or what songs you think are the best? Like they play it on the club. Like you gonna shake some ass. Like you Kevin Gates.
I like Kevin Gates. I don't know
club
why.
music. Kevin Gates.
They play
What
Kevin
song they
Gates
play?
in there.
I
They play.
can't think of like. You know when they show a picture like they show somebody like singing really hard into the mic, they're like, oh, so and so has no song that needs this much energy. Like I don't think of any song that I can see girls like ah.
I mean, but you gotta remember they play all types of music.
Okay, what are your ideal artists or songs?
I love Future.
Okay, yeah, of course.
I love Future. And
That's already tested
I love Lil
in
Baby
the clubs before it comes out.
And
yeah.
Little Baby.
Yeah.
They're my favorite.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
They throw that on.
They're my favorite.
And have you ever got a request? Is there somebody who can you make requests at clubs? I've never been to a strip club, by the way.
What?
Never been to a club. So look at. Let's do
Okay,
something.
so
let's do something you and Kat can take me because I promised her.
That's fine.
Okay,
that's fine. And we don't have to. You're crazy.
I've never been ever. You know what it is for me? It's like it just doesn't.
Dude,
like,
I used to
appeal
leave.
me.
I used to leave work. So you know we close at like 2. I used to leave work at like 3, and whenever like my car will get like oil change or whatever, I'll go get a fucking You know they give you like the rentals at Lexus because I had a Lexus.
Yeah.
So I would take the car
Lex.
and I would drive to Miami, get there at 5 just to go to Booby Trap, hang out, and come back. And eat at Bacon Bitch because the Bacon Bitch out here is disgusting.
The Bacon Bitch over there is like by the beach, right?
Yeah, but the one out there, both of them are fire. The one here is nasty.
I gotta talk to you about since you like Miami. I'm going to Rolling Loud again this year in Miami. So
I want to go so bad. I've never been to Rolling Loud.
All my friends, I also went with another dancer. The last one just went, so like it'll be a cool.
How do you hang out with all these dancers and you've never been to a strip club? Dude, it's
just
so much fun.
My whole thing is like it's not super appealing to me. Like I feel like.
But if you go, don't go to no. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm gonna go with
first go to the good ones. Right. If you want to eat and see,
that's kind of what I want.
Ass, yeah. Rachel's.
So everybody recommends
either north or south. And then if you want to go to like a strip. Palace or dancers.
Yeah, so I know.
I like Stars. Stars is good. I used to work for them. And no shade to them or whatever. But yeah, Stars is alright. You know, but La Palace for sure.
Okay, we'll do
and
that.
Dancers.
So let's do this. Let's lock in and I don't know how much we're gonna be able to film at any of these places, but let's at least lock in. We'll do it. We'll go to like Rachel's. Me, you, and Kat will go to Rachel's, and then we'll talk about it after.
Let's do it. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm down.
What do you?
I know a lot of people over there.
What do you got coming up? Where can people reach you? What should people leave? What do you want to leave the people with? This is all yours.
Okay, so I will be starting a cleaning business, and I will soon have my skincare stuff. Sorry. I actually want to start my own skincare line too. Okay. So that's coming up.
Any names out there for?
I don't have a name yet, but that's why it's taking a little bit longer. Okay. But I want it to be all natural. Okay. So everything natural. No.
I can link you with someone to make logos and stuff.
That's fine. Cool. Yeah. Let's do it.
My logo right here.
So you guys can follow me on Instagram. It is I am Neyssa, IAMNEYSSA. I also have a skin page, but right now it's kind of like on the works, so I'm not tripping. I'm doing taxes this year. Okay. So I am working for EFP taxes. I work with Louis Shriver. A lot of people know him. Love him, even though right now we're fighting. But yeah, EFP. I'm doing taxes. And that's pretty much it. I'm hoping to have a good year with the taxes for sure. A lot of people are reaching out, even people that I never thought would, or people that I don't even know. Right. Follow me on TikTok. It's pretty cool. But I like to network, so that's why I was like, when you told me, I was like, cool, I'll come, whatever. Yeah. I love networking. And
everybody that I reach out to do any of the shows I do, it's not like I just have my homie who, goes to work and just comes home and chills. Like, I got homies like that, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. I love them to death. Like, they're living their life how they want to live. Now, I have friends who are grinding and hustling and doing things outside of the 9-to-5 business, or, have a podcast, or have, a business that you do. Have dreams.
There's multiple things to do out here. There's a lot you can do. But I feel like in Orlando especially, everybody's just stagnant and
it's really easy to get comfortable.
Exactly. So I really suggest, do different stuff. Meet different people. Right. Go around and do something different. Yeah. Don't just stay in the same stuff. Because like I said, the people you surround yourself with says a lot. Yeah, it says a lot. Yeah. It does. It really does. So I got so used to being in the club that I was like, holy shit, I'm getting too comfortable here. Yeah. So I used to feel like, oh my God, if I'm not working and if I don't be in the club, I'm not going to make no money. No, because you can do anything you put your mind into. And, I just feel like...
Well, I think this is a good episode.
It was good, by the way.
1 out of 10, your Jollibee experience. What do you think? You can be honest. We're not.
It was like an 8.
An 8? Wow, good. I'm not gonna lie. For me,
those desserts are crazy.
Oh, let's try one dessert before we.
I didn't even know it would be that good.
Are they all the same?
Here, do you wanna give us a break? A cross section break.
Okay.
Give it for the camera.
You said that crunch. Oh.
You can just split it over the table.
Oh, it's really
crunch.
Hold on,
let's make a mess. I'll clean it.
Make a mess?
Yeah, you can. I'll clean it.
Oh, it's crunchy.
Ooh.
Wow. Oops.
Damn, show the camera that.
I was about to eat another one.
Go ahead and take one. Go ahead and take one. Let's try this together. Yo, cheers to Neyssa
Cheers.
being on my first mukbang. Thank you.
Lit. I don't know.
I don't like.
I loved it.
You like it?
I'm not into it. Yeah. You know what the rest is? I'm not into like a jelly type of person.
Actually, you're right. The jelly, maybe not, but the bread.
The breading is good, but I don't know.
Mine,
Yeah,
like,
about the
sweet.
inside. It's kind of.
I'm not into that. Type
I
of
like
stuff.
casitos, but not this.
So, last thing we're gonna do here with the wrap up. You know where to reach Neyssa. You know a little bit about her. You know what's her favorite song in the club. You know where she's traveled to, and you know where to get your taxes done. This has been another episode of Seafood Diet, and we're out.